A2theK.
Hello one and all, welcome to the A2theK Wrestling Show. But it's just me, because it's Anthony's birthday, and he's decided to be selfish and go on holiday and leave me all by myself. So, yeah, I'll give it a go on my own, shall I? But we are here to talk about Crown Jewel match card predictions. 2 weeks away, we only have 2 matches announced so far. So let's just dive into it, shall we? Let's dive into it. So the first match we have announced already. So it's interesting, this Triple H has revealed there's going to be the first ever Crown Jewel Champions crowned. Like, is this true? Didn't they have like something like this before? Was that just the greatest Royal Rumble thing where they had like a different belt? Yeah, I'm not massively keen on this as an idea, but look, we are going to get WWE World Champion versus WWE Undisputed Champion, and I am kind of surprised that they are giving this away at Crown Jewel. For me, Cody and Gunther felt like, I don't know, the feud to build up to in like a year or two's time. Like you made your baby face and you made your heel, and I thought that we were going to kind of keep these two apart for quite a while, to be honest. But look, I'm not complaining because we're going to get to see it, and I think it's going to be awesome. The problem is, though, who can afford to take a loss right now? Everything that's going on with Cody at the minute, you've got obviously Kevin Owens attacking him and things like that, so that's a factor. But we also saw Goldberg in the crowd at Crown Jewel, and now a lot of people are kind of making an assumption here that Goldberg may make an appearance at Crown Jewel and potentially cost Gunther. I would hate it if that happened, if I'm honest, but maybe there's a way to meet in the middle, shall we say. So for me, if you think about it, the pay-per-view following this is Survivor Series, and that takes place in Canada. So I think we may see a wild Kevin Owens make an appearance, and I think Cody can afford to take a loss here, to be honest. I don't think the Bloodline are going to be involved with Cody now. I feel like him and Roman kind of put that to bed a little bit for now in terms of Cody's involvement in that story. But we know Kevin Owens is on a bit of a rampage. We know Randy Orton's involved in this as well. In my mind, in the ideal world, we would be building towards Cody and Randy Orton at WrestleMania. But, you know, all signs are pointing towards Rock and Cody at the minute. So, look, I would love it to be Rock and Roman and Cody and Orton, but we'll see where we go. But for me, Kevin Owens is going to rock up. He's going to cause some kind of distraction or something, and Gunther will win. So that way, Cody still looks strong because he needed a distraction for Gunther to get the job done. But at the same time, Gunther gets a win over kind of the face of the company. I guess it'd be massively the wrong decision to have Gunther lose this. You could look at it as maybe Goldberg rocks up, spears Gunther, sets something up there, and that still might happen. So I see no problem necessarily with Gunther getting the win after Kevin Owens gets involved, and then, I don't know, Goldberg coming down trying to make the save or something like that afterwards, and then we still get kind of maybe Goldberg and Cody celebrating in the ring afterwards, even though Cody loses, and then you've got the legend kind of putting his stamp on Cody. Like, there's a couple of different ways that you can plan it, but when we talk about this match card, and the matches I'm predicting are going to happen, something we saw with Bad Blood is the amount of run-ins and involvements and stuff. And to be honest, I can see something similar happening with this event. But yeah, we've got Cody, we've got Gunther. Going to be an epic showdown, let's be honest. It's going to be so difficult because, both your world champions, who's going to take a loss right now, still remain strong. I think Cody can take the loss better than Gunther at this point because Gunther recently lost the IC title. So, the fact that he needs to stay stronger, I think, would be good for Gunther. So I'm going to say Gunther will take the win at this moment in time. Kevin Owens gets involved, costs Cody. Maybe a wild Goldberg shows up as well to, I don't know, help Cody out at the end and do something with Gunther. But we will see on that one. The other match, which has been announced so far, again, from the women's side, we're going to get the Women's World Champion against the WWE Women's Champion. And you know what? People know I'm a fan of a mirror match. I love it when you've kind of got two competitors who, like, there's not much between them and that kind of thing. But I don't know how I feel about this one, if I'm honest. It feels like a randomly thrown together match. It's not something I'm massively looking forward to. But again, there's a lot of story happening around both of these at the minute. So you've got the whole Tiffany Stratton, Miss Money in the Bank, kind of will she, won't she cash in? She tried to cash in on Liv. You know, has she? She's certainly thought about cashing in on Nia in the past. So you've got that kind of narrative there. You've got the whole Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez thing that's going on alongside this as well. So it's going to be a very interesting one. I don't know how it would work, because obviously neither the Women's World or WWE Women's Championships are on the line in this match. It is for the Crown Jewel Championship. But can Tiffany somehow cash in? Like, how would that work? Can she cash in during the match? And if whoever she pins, does she make it for both? I honestly, there's something that could be done there. But it feels like Tiffany's going to be involved in some capacity. Maybe, you know, she cashes in on Liv, and then we somehow get Tiffany versus Nia, who are the two best friends, going after it. I don't really know, but, you know, maybe Rhea causes a distraction there. I'm not too sure how it's going to play out, if I'm perfectly honest, but I think Nia would probably win. Unless Tiffany gets involved and does something either with the Money in the Bank, or, you know, cashes that in for the belt, or she does something involved in the match. I think Nia's probably going to take it, because you've got the Rhea Ripley factor. You've got Raquel Rodriguez. Maybe Raquel's, you know, tries to stop Rhea but causes a distraction, that kind of thing. But yeah, it definitely feels like, similar to the Gunther Cody situation, we are going to get some sort of kind of run-in, or some kind of, you know, yeah, some shenanigans, shall we say, happening in this match. But for me, you've had Nia Jax getting pinned by, you know, Naomi and things like that recently, so I think she could probably use a win here. But yeah, let's be honest, Liv hasn't really had that many matches either, and not had the greatest run with the Women's World title, if we're perfectly honest. So both of them could use the win, but I just think Nia would probably take this one, and again, probably via shenanigans. But yeah, interesting pairing, interesting matchup. Not something I'm massively looking forward to, but we'll see how that story kind of plays out. So on to the matches which haven't been announced but seem likely. So Seth freaking Rollins has made his return. There was some stuff going down. Obviously, Bronson Reed's the one who put him out. Seth clearly come back to avenge that. You know, we saw Adam Pearce essentially promise Bronson a match if he can, you know, keep his hands off Seth Rollins. So will that match happen on Raw, or, you know, will he prefer the star power of someone like Rollins to bring onto the card over in Saudi Arabia? So I think we will see the Crown Jewel. And, you know, ultimately, it seems like we're going down the Seth Rollins versus CM Punk path here. Punk not going to work Saudi, because, let's be honest, he can be a bit of a hypocrite, but I don't think he would be a hypocrite over this, you know, telling the Miz to suck a, you know, blood money covered dick or whatever. So yeah, it's going to be pretty straightforward, this one. I think Seth Rollins getting the win over Bronson, tying up that loose end there, and it'll allow, you know, Punk and Rollins to potentially start kicking something off shortly after Crown Jewel. But, you know, we're heading towards Punk and Seth at Mania, in which case, you know, November time, is that a bit too early to start this off there? Like, I don't really know what the plan is for that, but yeah, like, don't get me wrong, Bronson's doing a decent enough job, but I can't see him getting a win over Seth anytime soon. But yeah, I think Seth gets the win here, wraps it all up, and allows him to move forward a little bit into something with Punk down the line. But yeah, are we going to see Braun Strowman involved? Is that done now with Bronson? I'm not really sure, but yeah, hopefully not. Like, every match can't have a run-in, you know? So, look, I think, yeah, Seth Rollins wins it clean is what I'm going to go for. But yeah, I expect to see this on the card. Another match which, again, seems to be looking relatively likely now is Orton versus Kevin Owens, like the former tag team partners. Kevin Owens turned on Randy on the past SmackDown, so that's not going to go like unpunished, is it? So yeah, I think these two potentially going to have a match there, and I just it's fascinating on this, because it seems like, at least in my mind, I've got tunnel vision on, we need to get to Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. That is the match to make. Previous mentor, that kind of thing. It just, from a layers standpoint, from storytelling, side of things. I just think that it'd be bloody good, wouldn't it, if we got there? But I don't know how we get there. It feels like this is the way. Kevin Owens potentially getting in Randy's ear here and kind of going, you'd realise that, Cody is not as good as he's making out to be, and this is the potential, like, the catalyst for it. But yeah, strange way to be doing it if that is the case. But Kevin Owens has just gone absolutely mental, hasn't he? So this will be a really good match between the two former tag team partners. And in terms of who wins it, again, this will obviously happen before the Cody match, I would assume. So, maybe Kevin Owens loses, or maybe Cody rocks up or something and costs Kevin Owens the match, which is why that then sets up Kevin Owens to get involved later down the line. Maybe he just gets involved in Cody's match because he hates him. Who knows? But it seems like it's going to go that way. So yeah, I think we'll get Orton and Kevin Owens settling their beef, which is kind of started up. And yeah, I would say Randy Orton probably gets the win, unless Kevin Owens beats him and then uses that as a way to maybe Cody gets involved and accidentally costs Randy, and Randy's like, But again, run-ins, like distractions, it just based on bad blood as well. Like pretty much every single match had something like this in it. So it'd feel weird to do it again. Like I know people aren't exactly a massive fan of that kind of booking, but hey, we will see. But I would guess Randy Orton for now, if this even happens. But they would be. Yeah, that'll be my prediction. And lastly, there's a couple of other matches I thought about here, like maybe Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez have a match on here. There's, the Intercontinental title picture. There's the US title picture. There's a lot of stuff to be done. But again, you look from a star power standpoint and probably a payday standpoint. If Roman Reigns wants to earn a bit of dosh, he's gonna be at Crown Jewel, isn't he? Let's be honest. So I don't know how we do it, though. So we've just had Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes teaming up against Solo and Jacob Fatu. So if we just swap out Jimmy for Cody here, I'm not really sure that makes sense or is even the right thing to do. Maybe we do get some sort of, 4-on-2 or 3-on-2. Maybe Solo sits this one out. Maybe Jacob Fatu says, let me handle him, me and the Gorillas of Destiny. And we have like a 3-on-2 situation with Solo being like a ringside enforcer or a referee or Bloodline rules, who knows what's going to go down. But there needs to be some more kind of a stipulation here. Maybe this is where the title of Tribal Chief is on the line, and it is Roman and Solo. Maybe it's just them two in a singles match. There's a lot of possible opportunities. We had The Rock rocking up at Bad Blood and just kind of, with his little silly People's Championship belt and just kind of didn't do anything. And we haven't seen him since. So maybe there's got to be more to that, hasn't there? Maybe we find out at Crown Jewel or from the results of Crown Jewel that The Rock's actually pulling the string for the new Bloodline. We've got the whole Jey Uso situation. Is he going to be called upon here? If it is like a 4-on-2, does Jey try and even the odds or something like that? And, we've got Hikuleo waiting in the wings. He seemingly is rearing to go for his debut. So, yeah, I think with Roman already having a win over Solo now, the new Bloodline probably need to get the upper hand here again if we're going to get something noteworthy happening at Survivor Series War Games. So if we get that Bloodline versus Bloodline match, then maybe, Hikuleo showing up, Jey Uso showing up, maybe Hikuleo. I don't know how it would work really, because you need the new Bloodline to get the win here. So if Hikuleo shows up and he's on their side, then, they've got even less numbers again, haven't they, even with Jey. So I'm not too sure how it's all going to work, but I expect there to be some more Bloodline shenanigans taking place at Crown Jewel. But yeah, surely it's got to be Cody and Gunther as the main event, though. I know Roman's like the man, but still, it should be them. But we will see what goes down. But yeah, what other matches do you think we might see? Have I missed any? Please let me know in the comments. Do you feel like we're seeing too many of the same people on the pay-per-views here now that it's gone to this 5-match card? So other people, do they deserve an opportunity? Let me know what you want to see at Crown Jewel. But yeah, 2 weeks away, so I expect there to be some more matches getting announced pretty imminently. So when we have the full card, we will, of course, do a proper predictions video, and Anthony will probably be back from wherever the hell he is at the minute. So we can go through that one with you. And also prediction series. I kind of forgot for Wrestle Dream. I'll throw my hands up there. Don't know what happened with that one. I've never missed an event before, and I completely forgot to put the predictions up on that. But if you don't play along on our Instagram, then make sure you do for this one. Usually a day or two before, we will have the prediction series in our Instagram stories, so you can vote for who you want to win. If you get the right result, you get points. Got a big leaderboard, you've got chances to win t-shirts and all that good stuff. So yeah, if you're not playing along already, head over there. We've got a little Instagram community called Prediction Pals as well, so we would love to have you there. And yeah, make sure as well you also check out the Hot Tag Foundation. You will find them linked in the descriptions of the video and the audio podcast as well. But these guys are awesome. They're an organization that are trying to collect donations of toys and wrestling memorabilia and all that kind of stuff, and box it all up, put it together as a package for some children who really need, you know, some joy. At this time of year, they're doing kind of a big donation drive, the Toil Rumble. So go and check them out. If you can donate, that would be amazing. If you can donate toys, or I don't know, cash, or even just sharing, you know, sharing their page, they're getting their name out there and stuff, because every little helps for them and the cause that they are doing. So check those guys out. And yeah, do the usuals, do your likes, your comments, your subscribes. I dragged it out to about 16 minutes on my own, not too bad. But yeah, do let us know in the comments, do let us know on the socials what you want to see happen at Crown Jewel. And I will catch you on the next one.